Hello, welcome to another edition of Trial by Magus with a Recklin Skunkwerks report. Now this is a Skunkwerks report video because I am reviewing an aircraft that is not always available. This is the Tier 8 American Light Fighter Premium aircraft, the Lockheed P-80A Shooting Star. And I'm going to say right up front here that I consider this a must-have for any player of warplanes' hangar, regardless of what type of aircraft you fly or what nation you are concentrating on. This aircraft is a must-have, just so you can go have fun in her and take a break from what you normally do, or if you're a fighter player, this thing has it all. Let's go ahead and get into the nuts and bolts of it here. Historically, the P-80A Shooting Star was significant because it was the first mass-produced and operational fighter fielded by the United States Army Air Force. And, well, that's about it. She did not engage in combat with enemy aircraft during World War II, although she was deployed to fields in northern Italy. By the time that this aircraft was in the field and doing operational flights, the Luftwaffe as a effective fighting force had already been swept from the skies by attrition, destruction of factories, and starving Germany of the oil that would be needed to refine into jet fuel. So the P-80A Shooting Star came and went on the historical timeline without doing much other than being able to say first. She was replaced by much more robust designs with the second generation of American fighters like the F-86 Sabre. Now in World of Warplanes, at Tier 8, the P-80A Shooting Star is going to be up against a bunch of other first generation jet aircraft like the Messerschmitt 262. And she handles herself quite competently against other jets as well as traditional piston engine fighters. She's very American in her flying style, that being what she can't outturn, she can outrun, and what she can't outrun, she can outturn. So depending on what you're fighting is going to be determining what fighting style you're going to use. Against heavy fighters, you're going to want to turn inside of them and force them to try to dodge your fire and slow down as a result, keeping them locked into that combat with you. Against more maneuverable fighters, you're going to want to use the Shooting Star's speed advantage in order to boom and zoom them and get out of their cone of fire before they can effectively combat you. Now, equipment-wise, the P-80 Shooting Star has a interesting layout for its guns. She only has 50 caliber M3 machine guns in the nose. These are the same guns used by the Tier 9 FJ-1 American fighter aircraft, but they're down-tuned in performance to Tier 8 levels of damage. They are all mounted in the nose here, so it is easy to keep them on target, a very German style of fire there. Let's take a look at their stats. Now, they have a DPS rating of 72, rate of fire of 1100, and effective firing range is 576. So when you're flying the Shooting Star here, you want to get up close and personal before you lay into those guns, because that's where you're going to be doing most of your damage. They will hit out to about 720 meters, but you're not going to do much damage out there. Best to get up close and personal before cutting loose. For equipment to mount on here, as with almost everything, I recommend the improved covering just because of how often critical hits happen to wings and tail surfaces. And because she's a jet fighter and relies on that engine power for offense and defense, I recommend engine tuning. For the third slot, improved radiator is okay, allows you to recover that engine boost, but I would also recommend that you consider having an improved gun sight on your third slot here to improve the damage of your machine guns that much more. For crew skills, I've got my P-51D pilot in here, and the skills I have on him translate over to the Shooting Star very, very well. I have both engine guru abilities here for obvious reasons. It's a jet fighter. Cruise flight, not as useful as it was back in the day. However, it is still useful now when transitioning from one capture point to another. So if your flying style relies on you getting to a particular point and then just staying there and defending it, the cruise flight probably won't do you much good. But if you do a lot of globe-trotting in your battles, going from one side of the map to the other, the cruise flight will get you some good mileage. Otherwise, if you like to sit tight where you are, I would recommend putting those 2 points into something else. Maybe aerobatics expert, aerodynamics expert, something like that. My other 2 points on this pilot went into Marksman 1, which is necessary on the P-51D because it has all wing-mounted guns. But on the P-80 Shooting Star here, that increase of damage by 5%, which effectively is what it is, a reduction in your dispersion, equals an increase in damage. That damage boost that I get from having that ability makes a good difference on this, and doubled up with an improved gun sight, this ability is a killer. Now I have a battle here for you in this, flighted up with my longtime wingman Wesrin. We were flighted up and used teamwork to one degree or another. Always assists in the performance of an aircraft, especially if you have two aircraft whose performance complements each other. Once again, I recommend this aircraft to anyone that is willing to spit up the coin for a Tier 8 premium. Don't miss her while she's on sale. Good hunting.
Approaching the area of combat operations. Be ready. Pilots, get ready for action. Let's go.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. I am recording.
Middle base.
And we are going for Rocket Base. Rocket Man.
I'm going to drop off my packages of love here. Incoming ground attack. I'm going after Mecha Slav in the IL-20.
Alright, I'm continuing to clear out air targets.
Oh, tail gunner. Ow, 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 ow. One ground attack down.
Engaging RB-17 bomber.
If you need help, you'll have to come down to me since
I'm
I'm
going to need help. This guy's tail gunner is going to be enough. Well, we copped it.
Yeah, I'm getting chewed up by these tail gunners on these ground attacks, so. And my wing is busted. Joy. Alright, in the climb to assist.
Alright, I'm gonna suicide against this RB-17's tail gunner. I'm just too badly damaged.
You gotta, you may not get to XP-58's right on your 6.
I see him.
And I'm not gonna have enough boost to get back up there. Oh man, I didn't realize the TL had such low altitude performance.
Multi-roll. This NC-1070 is named Brian. What kind of a French name is that?
Le Brian.
got a heavy concentration of fighters in the middle. I'm heading there to defend.
He's been avenged.
Thank you. An LA-11 and LA-9 over here.
I'm kind of in the north here, up near the garrison. I'm going to go ahead and drop ordnance and start moving that way. We should cap this hopefully quickly. A lot of high altitude combat up there. That's that bomber, though.
Our military base is launching strikes on the enemy. This will make things easier for you.
All right, middle's clear.
Okay.
Now here's a French name, Jean-Baptiste.
Damn, XP8's fast.
LA-9 on your tail?
Yeah, I know. I got a bunch of things on my tail.
Oh, I see it, yeah. It's 4 zones on our cap. I'm on the XP-72. You got him?
Maybe. There it is. Winged the LA-11. I got something on my tail. LA-9.
Okay, coming to you.
Friendly's on him. He's getting chewed up.
Alright.
Ground attacker moving back in. Jean-Baptiste. Player F2G Super Corsair. Got him. Oh, it's gonna suck going up against this guy, but I need to take him out. If I can get him low enough, I can bomb kill him. Actually, my rockets came back, but I'm terrible with WGRs. Oh, dang it. Jeez. I got a fighter on my tail.
Yeah, it's an LA-9. He's got...
I'm dead.
Shit. Alright, taking out Jean-Baptiste.
Air supremacy achieved.
And that's a GG right there.
Yup.
Engaging the LA-9.
Way to go! Victory is close. Be advised, a line of thunderstorms is approaching.
You have been
You'll soon be
avenged.
unable to provide support. Do you copy?
And that's it. Jeez, that was a
Great job today.
sweep.
We'll be waiting for you back home.